Hey guys, today's profile review, we are going to be looking at a Diamond 2 Yone Mid one trick who is looking to get to Masters and eventually Grandmasters. And this profile review is unique from what I usually do because generally I'm reviewing gold, silver, and platinum profiles. So this is going to be a really almost technical profile review where I go into the smaller details of like the 1 to 2% things that you really need to look at when you're in the top 1% and you're wanting to go to that top 0.01%. So this is a really good review for anyone who's aspiring to get into Masters or Grandmasters, who's even Diamond or maybe just below Diamond, watching this and understanding, oh shit, this is exactly what I need to focus on in order to take my gameplay and get my rank to that next step. Before we get into the profile review, if you want your profile review just like the one you're about to watch, check out the link in the YouTube description below. It's completely free. Sign up, tell me your summoner name, and I'll do your profile review when I get to it. And also, if you're interested in the monthly coaching plan that I talk about towards the end of this profile review for what he needs to do to go that next step from Diamond 2 to Masters to Grandmasters, again, I've got a link to that where you can book a free one-on-one call with me. No strings attached, simply to talk about is that sort of plan or what sort of plan is right for you, for your current rank, and for you to get to your goal rank. Let's get into the video. Currently, you're a Diamond 2 player on the OS server looking to get into Masters or Grandmasters for next season. Now, in under 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what you do to, at the very least, get to Masters with your current position, your current playstyle, and the current champions you play. And then I'm also going to talk towards the end of actually, well, how do you look at getting coaching to, I guess, almost like boost your improvement and streamline your climb from Diamond to Masters to Grandmaster? Because as we know, it is very hard for Diamond players to get to Masters and Grandmasters without specialized coaching. And this profile review can give you broad and generic advice. But if you are really wanting for next season to get to that Diamond to Master/Master goal rank, one-on-one coaching will probably be one of your best avenues to get there because you will need highly specialized, highly personalized one-on-one reviewing of your gameplay to really figure out what are those little things that you need to improve to push you over the edge to go from a Diamond 2 player to a Master player to a Grandmaster player. So let's get into it. The three things I am going to focus on for this profile review are your champion pool, your kill participation, and your KDA, because these are the three biggest areas, I think, just looking at your profile where you can have really good wins in that will push you to higher than you've ever climbed before. And also, congratulations, season in 2021, you finished Plat 4. Last season, you got to Diamond 2. Like, that's incredible. Like, really well done. That's going from, like, the top, I think it's like top 20% of players to the top 1% of players. So like that is incredible in itself. And you should be really proud, Kieran, before you even climb any further, of just how far you've come and just how much you've improved over the last 12 months. So really good job. And what I'll be looking to do is extend that improvement and keep you going. So the first thing I look at when I look at your champion pool is I see a really strong Yone and not much else. Now, this is completely fine. You can one-trick Yone to Masters, Grandmasters, and it looks like that's kind of what you're doing. I can see your match history here is mostly Yone. Out of your last 34 games, 28 of them were Yone. So perfect. Play Yone every single game until he gets banned or picked. And then, if he gets banned or picked, I would recommend personally playing your Vex. I know you've only got 14 games on her, but she's clearly your second best mid laner when we look at your Yasuo with a 44% win rate. So Yone does have a high pick ban rate, but what I recommend for you, Kieran, personally, is playing Vex, because Vex basically counters Yone and also counters most mid laners at the moment. She's just a very good mid laner, and she adds a lot of diversity to your champion pool without actually building a big champion pool. So really, to put it simply, your champion pool to Masters, Grandmasters should be one-tricking Yone, 70, 80, 90% of games. Basically, as many games as you're allowed. So unless he's banned or picked, you're picking Yone. And then if you don't get Yone because he's banned or picked, you pick up your Vex as your backup because she counters Yone and because she's just a really good pick at the moment. And she's going to continue to be a good pick. And to be honest, like you've still got really good, really good Yone win rate. Like your overall Yone win rate from Plat 4 to Diamond 2 was 56%. Yet your most recent games, so your last 34 games, are 64%. So that's an increase of 8% win rate, and you're actually playing at a higher level than you've ever played at before. So that should indicate to you that your Yone and your mastery of the champion is actually improving at a rate faster than you're climbing, which is perfect. Some people might go, well, that means I'm hard stuck or I've fucked my MMR. No, it's perfect because as the preseason ends and we get into the new season, if you can maintain anywhere between a 55 to 65% win rate, or, obviously or higher, but let's keep it realistic, Kieran. 55 to 65% win rate on Yone for your first 100 games, it's going to set you up into a really good position to get to Masters and eventually get to Grandmasters. So the second thing I want to talk about is your kill participation. And I don't see this as a major issue, but I do see this as an issue that you will want to be looking at and potentially reviewing. So right now I can see in your last 34 games, even though you have a 64% win rate, you've only been averaging about a 40% kill participation. And I know Yone has that mid-game, late-game tendency to split push, and that's a win condition. And so I'm not wanting you to really change your playstyle because it's clearly working for you. 24% win rate in your last 28 games as Yone. That's a really good playstyle. That just means what you're doing right now is really good. But what I would just want you to monitor and just keep an eye on is making sure that you're getting in enough team fights and you're impacting the map in macro ways when both teams are grouped. So I would really rather you almost be grouped for crucial team fights like Barons and stuff rather than like split pushing top or bot. And so again, I'm not saying you need to change your playstyle, but I'm just saying keep an eye out for making sure that you're getting in enough team fights because yes, Yone is a great split pusher, but he's also a great team fighter. And you can do both, and that's the beauty of Yone, and it seems like you might be leaning towards a bit more of the split pushing, as I can see with your kill participation. But if you can get that kill participation up, even just to around 45%, that's going to make sure you continue to have impact as you climb out of Diamond into Masters and Grandmasters. Now, the third thing I want to talk about, which is your biggest issue, and this is going to cause you really big problems when you get into Masters and Grandmasters, is your KDA. I can see right now here, it's a 1.91, so your KDA is actually going down. It's overall a 2.2 for last season and preseason. And so what I'm worried about here is that you're dying a bit too much in relation to how many kills and assists you're getting. So again, this KDA makes me think, on top of your kill participation and your win rate, makes me think you are playing that very split push Yone, and you're like trading your life, good deaths, split pushing, so your team can get objectives or your team can get something on the other side of the map. And it's a good strategy. But again, similar to your kill participation, Kieran, we just want to monitor it and make sure that it's not negatively impacting those games where you're not winning. Because when it works, when you're winning, it's great. But when it doesn't work and you're losing, that's where we need to be able to consciously make that choice of, oh shit, I need to change my playstyle here, otherwise we're going to lose the game. Like, split pushing this game isn't a win con. My team is not going to be able to 4v5, or they're not going to be able to group and win that next 4v4 unless I'm there. So I got to be there. And so being able to contextually make that choice, Kieran, of, oh shit, I either got to split push or I've got to group and help my slightly behind team, or I got to help them at Baron here because getting the inhib isn't actually that important. This next team fight, if we get the next team fight win, and we get the Baron, we can then get 2 inhibs, for example. So being able to contextually adapt your current playstyle to suit, particularly as you climb higher and verse better champions, better individuals, and better teams, where they are more aware of a Yone playstyle and they're able to counter it, your KDA is really going to start to hurt you, because if you're dying 5.5 times on the map and you're only getting 5.6 kills for it, it just means per death, you're not having as much impact as you should be as a Yone. So again, one of those things to monitor. Now, Kieran, if you're like, yep, those were good, and, general advice for a profile review, that's really good, but I'm still not sure I've got what it takes to go from Diamond to Masters to Grandmasters. What I would suggest we do together is build you a monthly coaching plan. And basically what this will be is building you out exactly what you need to do, the steps you need to do, not to go from Diamond 2 to Grandmaster, but to go from Diamond 2 to Diamond 1 to Masters, to hitting the LP required to get to Grandmasters, and breaking down every single thing you need to do through in-game reviews, stat tracking, and goal setting, breaking down everything you need to do to transform your current account and your current playstyle from a Diamond 2 player into a Master and Grandmaster player naturally and correctly, so we don't develop bad habits and good habits and we're unsure which are good, which are bad, which we need to remove, etc., etc. So if you're interested in that, Kieran, once you've watched this, reach out to me and I will get you, we can have a free one-on-one call over Discord, I can explain exactly what that would look like and how it would suit you for your particular situation and your goals. Anyway, mate, you're doing really well. Your Yone is going to be your key to getting to Masters and Grandmasters for the first time. But I hope you enjoy this profile view. Cheers, good luck on the Rift, and don't forget to reach out to me once you've watched this.